Yontif. Today, as you know, is Shemini Azteret, the 8th day after the onset of Sukkot, the festival which puts a cap on the high holy days. The word Shemini, of course, means 8th. But what does the word atzeret mean? Actually, there are two possible meanings. The first is gathering. So Shemini Azteret might mean the gathering that occurs on the 8th day. Atzeret, however, also has the meaning of to stop or to complete, atzor. So Shemini Azteret might instead mean the 8th day of completion. I would like to play with the idea that both are correct and that in fact they are interrelated. For today is also Yizkor, the day when we come together to remember and honor those of our loved ones who have died, who are no longer with us. And when we lose someone that we love, it does indeed feel as if we have lost a part of ourselves, that there is a gaping hole in our souls, that something is missing, something is incomplete. In our hour of loss and pain and sorrow, nothing will heal that wound completely, but Judaism does offer a prescription which helps us to become increasingly more complete, more whole. And that prescription is to gather together with a supportive community. After a death, the friends and family gather at a home and support, and most recently a temple often, during the period of Shiva. Many find support and comfort in our bereavement support group, which was, by the way, the very first Jewish bereavement support group in the country and is still going strong these many decades later, twice a month on Thursday evenings. The word atzeret, as I said, also means to stop. And this is another important aspect of remembrance. Shemini Azteret marks the end of the High Holy Day season. On Rosh Hashanah, it is written, on Yom Kippur it is sealed, but according to our tradition, the gates do not fully close shut until Shemini Azteret. So any of you sinners out there have a few more hours to make it right. But even more than that, on this festival of Shemini Azteret, we stop our daily routine. It is a cessation from work, and we focus on the lives of those whom we have lost and loved. We stop and remember the lessons that they taught us, the dreams that we shared. We pause to remember the joyous times and the difficult ones as well. We stop and remember the good that our dear departed have left behind and the good which they did when they were here on earth. So to stop, to pause, is also an important aspect of this Shemini Azteret. We stop the flow of our everyday lives. We gather together in sacred assembly, and we find not all, but perhaps a small measure of completion in the fellowship of others. And this year, I am afraid, there is another reason to pause and remember. For according to the Hebrew calendar, this Shemini Azteret marks the one-year anniversary of October 7th, the incursion and the massacre. And so it is especially important that we take a moment to pause, to remember those who were taken on that terrible day, and also to say a prayer for the welfare of the hostages who are still in Hamas custody. We stop now then for a moment of silence as we say to our dear departed in our minds and in our hearts, we love you, we miss you, we feel incomplete without you. We are gathering together to honor you as we continue now together with the silent Yizkor on page 187.